Have you ever heard of a place so ordinary yet so impossible that it defies every law of logic? A room that exists in plain sight, but no one can open, no one can step inside, and no one can explain. Don't miss out on the next chilling mystery. Hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you're the first to know when new stories drop. Our story begins in the quiet town of Ashford Hollow, a place tucked between rolling hills and dense pine forests. At the edge of this town stood Greystone House, a three-story Victorian mansion built in the late 1800s. The house had been passed down through generations of the Holloway family, once wealthy landowners who slowly faded into obscurity. But locals didn't remember the Holloways for their fortune. They remembered the room, a single door on the second floor of Greystone House, perfectly ordinary at first glance. White wooden frame, brass handle, just like the others in the hallway. But no matter how hard you tried, it would never open. The Holloways had tried keys. They had tried locksmiths. They even tried tearing down the wall around it. But every attempt failed, as if the house itself refused entry. And when the last of the Holloways passed away, the house was abandoned. Yet the stories about the sealed room never stopped. In 2012, a group of university students decided to test the legend. Among them was Ethan Ward, a 22-year-old studying architecture. He wasn't a believer in ghost stories. He wanted proof, something tangible. Armed with cameras, measuring equipment, and notebooks, Ethan and his friends spent an entire night inside Greystone House. They mapped out the floor plan, calculating dimensions and comparing walls. What they found made no sense. The second floor should have had 4 bedrooms, but only 3 were accessible. The mysterious door sat exactly where the missing room should be. Late into the night, Ethan pressed his ear against the door. At first, silence. Then, a faint sound, like the slow scrape of furniture moving across wood. When he pulled away, the others laughed it off. But Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that someone or something was inside. The group left the next morning, tired but thrilled by the mystery. Most of them moved on with their lives. But Ethan became obsessed. Over the years, Ethan returned to Greystone House again and again. He bought specialized tools, thermal cameras, even rented ground-penetrating radar. Every test confirmed the same thing. There was an empty space behind that door. Yet no one could breach it. Then, in 2019, Ethan made a breakthrough. While studying old blueprints of the mansion, he noticed something strange. The missing room was labeled, but its name was unlike the others. It was marked simply as the Reflection Room. That name struck him. Digging deeper into town records, he uncovered an old diary belonging to Margaret Holloway, the mansion's matriarch. Her last entry read, "The room must stay closed. It shows what should never be seen." The phrase haunted Ethan. In the fall of that same year, he returned one last time, determined to break inside. Neighbors saw him enter with heavy tools and recording equipment. But by morning, Ethan was gone. His car remained in the driveway. His equipment lay scattered on the second floor. The door to the reflection room was exactly as it had always been, locked, unopened, untouched. Authorities searched the entire mansion. No sign of Ethan was ever found. Some claimed he ran off, unable to face his failure. Others whispered that the room had taken him, that somehow he found a way inside and never came back out. The mansion remains abandoned to this day. The door still stands at the end of the hallway, silent, unmoving. Visitors say if you press your ear against it, you'll sometimes hear a faint sound from the other side, a scrape of movement, or a low whisper that doesn't belong to anyone living. And when people walk past that hallway mirror opposite the door, some swear they see not their own reflection, but a shadow of someone else staring back. So what do you think? Is there a logical explanation for the reflection room, or is it something far darker than we can understand? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,